What if I told you that Chase Bank may be preparing something that could reshape public perception of the Iraqi dinar? Imagine a development where individuals could exchange their dinars at designated redemption centers and potentially see major financial gains overnight. Sounds unbelievable, doesn't it? Today, we take a closer look at what's being said about Chase Bank's alleged involvement in these redemption centers, why these discussions are growing, and how much truth, if any, lies behind them. In this report, we will separate rumor from reality and give you a clear understanding of what's driving this story. Whether you currently hold dinars or are simply curious about the speculation, this breakdown will offer insight into one of the most talked about subjects in alternative finance. Stay with us as we examine what's confirmed, what's conjecture, and what you truly need to know before believing the hype around Chase Bank and Iraqi Dinar redemption centers. The first step in understanding this issue is looking at the history of the Iraqi dinar itself. Following the 2003 invasion of Iraq, the currency's value collapsed. Some investors viewed this as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, buying large sums of dinar at low prices in hopes that Iraq's economy would recover and its currency would appreciate. Over the years, this belief evolved into a niche investment community focused on currency speculation. With hopes of a major revaluation, online forums, social media groups, and speculative reports have amplified excitement around the idea that the dinar could someday surge in value. Recently, discussions have focused on rumors that Chase Bank might become a key player by hosting redemption centers dedicated to dinar exchanges. The concept has captured attention because it suggests a pathway to high returns. But how much of this is grounded in fact, and how much is merely wishful thinking? According to circulating claims, Chase Bank could soon establish specialized redemption centers for Iraqi dinars. These centers, allegedly distinct from regular branches, would handle large-scale currency exchanges in a secure and efficient environment. Proponents claim that these facilities would allow investors to trade dinars for US dollars at significantly higher exchange rates than those currently seen on the open market. The narrative is reinforced by individuals claiming insider information or first-hand connections within the banking industry. These stories often include details such as pre-scheduled appointments, trained staff, and fixed exchange rates promising substantial profits. While such accounts sound convincing, they remain unverified. It's important to understand that speculation alone does not equal confirmation. Before making any financial move, distinguishing between credible information and rumor is critical. Supporters of the Chase Redemption Center theory often connect it to the broader belief that Iraq is preparing for sweeping economic reforms, possibly including a revaluation of its national currency. The argument is straightforward. If Iraq's economy stabilizes and strengthens, its currency might rise in value. For early investors who purchase dinar cheaply, this could result in significant returns. The idea that a major U.S. bank like Chase might facilitate these exchanges adds legitimacy in the minds of many investors. It fuels hopes of turning small investments into transformative wealth. However, this scenario depends on several major conditions: approval from Iraqi regulators, coordination with international financial systems, and formal implementation of revaluation policies, all of which are complex and rarely occur suddenly. Despite the growing chatter online, factual evidence remains scarce. Chase Bank has not issued any official statement regarding the creation of dedicated dinar redemption centers. The bank's current policy on foreign currency exchange remains standard. All exchanges occur at prevailing market rates. Representatives contacted by various sources have consistently confirmed that Chase does not have a special program for Iraqi dinars. The currency's current value remains low relative to the US dollar, reflecting the broader realities of Iraq's economy. Therefore, any claim suggesting that Chase offers unusually high exchange rates should be viewed with caution. Financial excitement can often distort perception, especially when the promise of large gains is involved. Across online communities, some claims have suggested potential exchange rates as high as $1 or even $3 per dinar, given the current market rate. These projections appear unrealistic and would translate into astronomical profits for investors. The appeal of such numbers is clear, turning a few $1,000s into millions overnight. However, history shows that abrupt, large-scale currency reevaluations are exceedingly rare. Most occur gradually over extended periods as part of a controlled economic process. Dramatic overnight reevaluations, are almost unheard of in modern finance. Investors should therefore approach these stories with skepticism and an understanding of economic fundamentals. It's also important to consider that any significant revaluation of the Iraqi dinar would have far-reaching consequences beyond Iraq's borders. Currency shifts of this magnitude impact global markets, trade balances, and international banking operations. Such events would require coordination with the International Monetary Fund, central banks, and regulatory agencies. News of these developments would be widely covered in major financial media outlets. The absence of such reporting or official documentation strongly suggests that the Chase Redemption Center story lacks credibility. While optimism is understandable, relying on unverified claims for financial decisions can be risky. Iraq's current economic landscape provides additional context. The nation continues to address political and infrastructural challenges, as well as efforts to diversify its economy beyond oil. Although Iraq has considerable natural wealth, translating this into long-term economic strength and a stable currency takes time. Economists following Iraq's progress anticipate gradual improvement rather than sudden transformation. These conditions make an immediate large-scale dinar revaluation improbable. Consequently, the stories about exclusive Chase Bank exchange programs stand in contrast to the practical realities of the global banking system. Many of these rumors describe elaborate setups, appointment-based systems, heightened security, and private locations dedicated solely to dinar redemptions. Such claims may make the idea sound organized and legitimate, but they conflict with how major U.S. banks operate. Institutions like Chase are subject to strict regulations, including anti-money laundering and financial transparency laws. Any new program involving large currency transactions would require formal authorization, documented processes, and public disclosure. The absence of these elements further undermines the plausibility of these claims. If a program is truly secret, it is almost certainly not legitimate. Psychological factors also play a major role in why these rumors persist. Many dinar holders have waited years, hoping for a payoff. That emotional investment can make people more receptive to optimistic rumors that promise validation. Online echo chambers where similar claims are repeated across multiple forums can amplify this effect, giving unverified stories the illusion of credibility. When many people share the same belief, it can feel true even without evidence. Understanding these psychological dynamics helps explain why the Redemption Center narrative continues to circulate despite a lack of proof. Adding to the confusion are individuals online who claim to have insider access or exclusive knowledge about upcoming exchanges. These self-described sources often provide precise-sounding details, rates, or bank procedures, but rarely offer verifiable documentation. Many simply recycle information from other speculative websites. The anonymity of these figures makes accountability impossible, and the accuracy of their claims highly questionable. Investors should exercise extreme caution before accepting or acting upon information that lacks transparency or credible evidence. For existing dinar holders, the most prudent course is to rely on verified, factual data. The Iraqi dinar does have an established market rate, and legitimate exchanges can occur at authorized currency exchange services or banks. Waiting for secret revaluation events is speculative and potentially costly. Making decisions based on rumors exposes investors to unnecessary financial risk. Focusing on real-time market conditions, realistic expectations, and sound investment principles is a safer approach in such a volatile environment. For those considering dinar purchases today, understanding the risks is critical. Currency speculation is one of the most uncertain investment strategies, and the Iraqi dinar market is especially unpredictable. Financial professionals typically advise against committing significant funds to such speculative assets. While the potential for high returns exists in theory, the probability is extremely low. More traditional investment options, stocks, mutual funds, real estate provide steadier and more transparent opportunities for growth. Evaluating the balance between risk and reward is essential before engaging in foreign currency speculation. There are clear warning signs investors should watch for. Any website or individual guaranteeing specific exchange rates or promising extraordinary profits should be viewed as unreliable. Requests for upfront fees or appointments at exclusive centers are classic indicators of potential scams.